So operation is our five senses plus our hands, our feet, because we help customer who come to our store. Same like merchandising, I also want to stress that in operation, they should know what is the main job and the responsibilities of operation team. Sales and profitability. This is our main purpose, our main objective. Next is human resource handling, because you manage people. Inventory handling, asset handling, and service. If we talk about effective and efficient, I would say that number one, sales and profitability is how we measure our effectiveness. If you can achieve your sales and as well as your profitability, then you are effective. Number 2, 3, 4, 5 are how you achieve sales and profitability. Or I will say how you measure your efficiency towards the achievement of sales and profitability. So if you want to be effective and efficient, they are all there. People. We have people to bring, to serve, to be your five senses, to be your hands, and to be your feet. People you recruit bring their own personal culture, personal character. Now, do you have corporate culture? Do you have corporate culture? Because you collect a lot of people to come to your company, but they bring their own personal culture. So do you have corporate culture? Management should determine its corporate culture. Otherwise, employees will. The sign of the company that it is not the corporate culture who run the company is when you as the boss, as the manager, as the director start to complain about your people. Complain about this and that about your people. People don't do that, people don't do this. It is because they don't follow your corporate culture. They run their own culture. So, if a client invite me to give the consultation session, then the first day I will sit together with them to talk about what is your corporate culture. Because the end of the day, they will complain about their people. It is very common. I now become very normal to hear that please do not expect our people here in this area because people here are different compared to other city. And every part of Indonesia, I will go from the west part to the east part. They will say that please give your understanding because we are not so good. Our people are not educated and whatsoever. I will say that everywhere you will face the same problem, not specifically in that area. It's normal everywhere. I think not only in Indonesia, right? Also in India, we will have the same problem that are people problem. But I advise every company should really determine what is your corporate culture, what is your values to form your corporate culture. And then you should have organization structure who describe all the functions you should have in a company. Because most of the time, the organization structure is not ready. Sometimes even wrong. Sometimes you don't have certain function. Sometimes I made that they make into one merchandising and operation, become one box, in one box. While I told you that this is a different part, merchandising and operations should be split. They are counterpart. They work together closely, but they are not one. They should be counterpart. Because merchandising cannot complain themselves if they make a mistake. They need another party, operation, to be their counterpart, to say what they know from the customer. Because merchandising cannot blame themselves because of their own mistake. If I bought a wrong items, and who will control me if I also the operation and I fail to make a sale? I will not. That's why organization structure become a critical point. Do your organization structure describe all the important function inside your company? For example, do you have marketing and communication in your organization structure? Normally, small, medium enterprise, they don't think to have marketing and communication. Another thing, do you have business development? What for, they said. What for? It means you don't have any plan to grow if you don't have business development. Okay, I can do it myself, said the boss. Okay, if you do it all yourself, then you will, if you cannot do it, you will leave it. That's the way they manage, the way they said that I can do it. But in fact, when they are overloaded, they will leave what they cannot handle. Yes? Okay. Hire the best, the right man on the right place. After you set up the organization structure, then you should put the right man for every position. Not every man can handle a position. The right man on the right place. Loss prevention. Shrinkage is happen in every part of our business, right? We are facing very strong competition. Your margin are going low, and shrinkage will be your threat then. This is the part that shrinkage will happen. Basically, in every part of your business, even after the shopping process, post-shopping, you will have a shrinkage. Here are the data. Forgive me, I cannot provide you the really newest one, but I have 2014 to 2015 data. We are in Asia Pacific. We have 1.17% shrinkage. This value, this percentage to the total sales. And if you see the value, it's huge, right? Now you can calculate how much your sales, and can you afford to lose over 1% of your sales? If you look at the table below, you will see that compared to the year before, 2013 to 2014, in 2014 up to 2015, all in general increase except Europe. We are in Asia Pacific, we also increase from 0.9 to 1.11. And now, global retail shrinkage by source. There are 4 main shrinkage cause or source. The first one, if you compare 2013-14 to 2014-2015, dishonest employee theft increased from 28% to 39%. Big increasing. That's why I stress corporate culture. Determine your corporate culture. This is why. Because the biggest shrinkage come from dishonest employee. Shoplifting, number 2, 38%, vendor fraud, 7%, and administration or non-crime laws, 16%. If you see the dark green, this and this, it is our internal problem, right? Dishonest employee and administrative. That's not external factor, that's internal factor. It should be under our control, not other party control. But there are more than 50% of the shrinkage caused by internal factor. That's why, to prevent, moral approach, speak to your people, moral approach. It is still relevant lately. Next, greet the customer. It is some Walton who are strongly demand greet the customer. It's not only make your store become warm, but it is also proven to prevent the shoplifting. SOP and training. Whatever you do, you should have standard operating procedure and then train people because it contributes your internal factor. You will lose because you don't have clear standard operating procedure and you don't train your people. Technology. Technology will help you a lot to prevent loss. Service is not just a smile, greeting. It's just a very basic form of service. Service starts even before the customer arrives at your store. Knowing customer expectation, ask your customer, give them the widest possible access to reach you, to give you, to inform you what they want. Then exceed the customer expectation. Last one, I think I have 45 minutes. Oh, okay. Competition. Competition is good. I think you are agree. When you are a market leader or as a challenger, it's not so different for you. You should do your best. Never underestimate your enemy or your competitor. Keep your eyes on your competitor. Build emotional relationship with your customer. And this is 3 tips from me to face the competition. Be ready, be continuous learner, and give your best before the competitor come. This will end my presentation. Sorry for the time. And this is my Retail Excellence series books. And thank you very much.